Dollars flow easily. Dollars flow easily to me by Richard Dodd. Now, this is a book that will change everything you know about spirituality. So, this is a book that for me changed everything. And now I'm pretty confident that if you read it, it will change everything you know about spirituality. So, for example, Richard talks about this situation about dealing with problems in your life. And now the way he talks about it is that what you have been told is that from when you are young is that you should tackle your problems head on. So if you have a problem, you should go and deal with your problem at once. But what Richard shows in the book is that when you do that, it keeps you in problem solving state of mind. Now, while you are in that state of mind, what happens is that will always be once you solve one problem, there will always be another problem. So at the end of the day, you will never get beyond your problem. So you'll be solving this one, another one comes up. This one, another one comes up. Now the other thing about that is that despite it coming up and up is that sometimes it can make the situation even worse. So it can make the problem even worse. And now this is by spending all the time thinking about your problem. You end up attracting even more problem to your life because your state of mind is very low. Now when you are in that low state of mind, what happens is that you have a lot of doubt, you have a lot of fear, you have a lot of uncertainty. And now what happens with this is that it ends up bringing you more things that will make you feel that uncertainty, will make you feel that doubt, that will make you feel that fear. What Richard recommends is that instead of tackling your problem head on, you should turn your back on your problem. And now what this means is that instead of you spending all the time like the whole day thinking about, so let's say for example the book is about money. So let's say instead of you spending all your time thinking about, oh, do I have enough? Can I pay my bills? Where will I get the next money from? So instead of putting your time doing that, what he recommends is that you turn your back from the problem. So you stop engaging your problem. And now when you do that, what happens is that you cut off that energetic connection that you had with that problem. And what you notice is that the problem kind of dissolved by itself. So when you leave it alone, it kind of dissolved by itself. And what happens is that we're not giving it your energy, so we're not allowing it to grow. Just leaving it alone, and then what happens when you leave alone is that the universe deals with it. And now when it deals with it, the moment you walk away, it deals with it. And now I know you have also noticed this in your life that there are some people, maybe it's even you, that when they are in the bathroom or when they are taking a walk, that is when the solution to the problem that you are thinking about come to their mind. So, and that is the point of this. So, instead of you wasting your whole day worrying about your problem, you should, yes, you should analyze your problem, but after that, not worry about your problem. Like, you should not come back to it. You should turn your back on it. And now, when you turn your back on it, the universe will provide you with the answer to that problem. So, welcome to the Elite Book series. And every Monday, every week, I start the week by sharing one of the books, by sharing one of the takeaways of the book that I've read and that have contributed to who I am today. Now I am Samuel Kim, the founder and CEO of NK Elite. Now NK Elite is an agency that optimizes revenue for skincare DTC brands and non-profit. So and now we use a lead revenue optimization system to do all this. Now back to dollars flow to me easily. Now the second takeaway that I have from this book is that don't be deceived by the title. So I know when you look at it, you may think that dollars flow to me easily. So this is a book that will be telling you everything to do about money, but money doesn't take center stage until later in the chapter. I think it is almost halfway through the books. It's when he introduces money now. So, and this is because the issue is not the money, but the issue is your state of mind. So, even if you know what to do about money, if your state of mind is not in abundance, if your state of mind is in scarcity, you'll end up not getting the money that you're looking for. But if your state of mind is in abundance now, if you are feeling good about the action that you are taking, it will be very easy for you to get the money that you are looking for. So that is what the book is about. It's not like now when I look at the book, when I read it, I was kind of surprised because now the person who recommended to me, they told me that this will it's, this is a book that will change everything that you know. So, but it is not what it looked like. So now, when I read it now, that is when I noticed what he was talking about. When he said that it is not what it looked like. So I noticed that it is not what the title says. So the title says dollars flow to me easily, but the book is not about that. The book is about your identity, your way of being, and where you focus. So focus is about your attention. So the idea about the book is that where you put your attention on is what you create more of. Now, the more you let the attention, this attention there, the more what you are focusing on grows. And now that is what the book is about now. It's about how to shift your focus from lack and limitation to abundance. And now the way it talks about abundance is it is feeling good. So it is about turning inward and just feeling good without doing anything. So now that is what the book is about. Your identity, your way of being, and your attention. Now, onto the third takeaway. The third takeaway I have is that Richard uses illustration towards the book. So he uses simple stories, uses and now through these stories he illustrates what he's talking about. Now the best example I can think of in terms of illustration in the book is that it's about the universe now. Now how the universe interacts with the So the idea is that at any moment in your life, you have a secretary. So like the universe is like your secretary who is now writing every desire that you have. So it's writing in a book every desire that you have. And now after she has written that desire, what happens is that if your inner state of mind is aligned with your desire, now your secretary will bring back that desire to you. So for instance, it is about money now. If your inner state of mind is in abundance, that is aligned with the money vibration. And now, when that is aligned, the universe can bring you the desires that you have financially. So that is what the book is about now. So it uses this illustration to show you how the concept apply in real life. Now, when it does that, now what we realize is that gives you context and now it becomes very relevant and very relatable for you. So it is very easy for you to understand what Richard is talking about what Richard is talking about, the concept that he's talking about. Now on to the fourth and the final takeaway. So the fourth takeaway This one is about your. This one is about how to ask the universe. So this one is about how to present to the universe your desire. So this one you can look at it like how you ask the universe, so that at the end of the day it replies to you. So when you look at the way where I talked about the illustration, so this is about how you communicate your desire to the secretary, so that she can note it down and she can later deliver to you when your inner thought of mind is aligned with that desire. And now, what he what he make very clear is that you don't have to ask for you what you want, what you desire so hard. So you don't have to keep asking like throughout the day you are asking about it. You don't have to go into detail about asking it. You don't have to worry about visualizing. You don't have to worry about believing that what you desire will come to you. You don't have to you don't have to do anything. The only thing is that you should just be in a state of mind where you are feeling good. Now is about, so what he makes it very clear is that as you go about your day, what happens is that you are making intentions throughout your day. Sometimes it is consciously, whereby you can say, hey, I love that I love that red car, or you can you can be unconscious, whereby just look at something, you desire it, but you it doesn't cross your conscious mind. But the the secretary records this in a book, so that is what it is about. You don't have to ask so hard. You don't have to go into detail. You don't have to even believe in what you are asking for. So that is what it is about. For you, what you is the only thing that you should do, and now it's just feeling good. So that is the only thing. So you should just focus inward and just focus on your good. When you do that, all the intentions that you have set, either consciously or unconsciously, all of them will come to you. So and now that is the fourth takeaway. So the fourth takeaway is don't have to ask so hard for what you desire, because your universe secretary is recording what you desire. Now those are the four takeaways that I have from Dollars Flow to Me Easily by Richard Dodd. Now, if you are getting started in your spiritual journey, I recommend that you start with this book. You start with Dollars Flow to Me Easily. And it will set the foundation for you. And then after you have built that foundation, now you can go to the next book, which is The Complete Works of Lawrence Copperfield. So these ones I've already covered them in the last session. So start with this one and then you go to the complete works of Lawrence Copperfield. The other thing is, if you are noticing in your life that you are taking too much action, like you are taking massive action, but you are not seeing the results that you intended by taking those actions, this book is exactly for you. So it will teach you how to use in action to get what you desire. So it will teach you that action is not necessary. The only thing you need to start with is your way of being. So your state, your inner state, that is the only thing that matters. The action, that one can come later. Now, the last thing is, if you have already read this book, let me know in the comments below what is your top takeaway from Dollars Flow to Me Easily by Richard Dodd. Now that's a wrap for the day, and I'll see you in the next session next Monday. So for now, bye bye. DM.